Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
A weapon. Women that use their children as a weapon to hurt the father of their children or child or anything in that matter. So today I'm going to talk to the women about the things that they do to men by dangling their child in the middle of their conflict as a weapon. So let's get into this topic on the shit show.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
What's up, everybody? This is your host with the most, Bane Allen, and I'm back at it again. So today, I want to talk about the women. The women that us men, we have children by, babies by, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes in life, relationships don't work. Sometimes in life, the relationship is so bad we have to separate ourselves from each other. Whether it's arguing, whether it's cheating, whether it's abuse. Those are the main three things that break up a relationship. Or it could just be a woman that a man was having sex with and ended up getting a woman pregnant, and she ended up having a baby by the man, and it was just a sex thing that ended up producing a child. It could be all of those things in a whole different aspect of the world and what's going on in our society of today. So you in a relationship with a woman and things don't work out, but you guys have one, maybe 2, 3 kids, 4 kids, I don't know, involved. And my thing is to the women, like when you have a man that's trying to be a father to your kids or child, you want to use the kids against the father. How childish and how stupid can you be? Just because you guys' relationship didn't work doesn't mean you always have to put the kids in the middle of grown adult business. Okay? So just because you guys didn't get along in a relationship doesn't mean that you two cannot come to an agreement to where he is allowed to be a father to his children. Because you're so mad that he cheated on you, you're so mad that he whooped your ass, you're so mad that the relationship didn't work out because you guys were arguing or whatever the hell y'all was going through, you won't let him see his kids. You gotta stop this stuff, ladies. You gotta quit doing this shit. This is not healthy for the children, because the children sees this stuff, and this is what's messing up our children's minds mentally. This is what's tearing up our children apart to come to a situation to where they get older, then because you're keeping them away from their father. These kids end up hating their father because the father, they get so tired of putting up with your shit. They don't want to be a part of the situation no more. And they don't want to go through the court systems because the court systems ain't in their favor. So a lot of these men walk away. So a lot of you women, you sit up here and you tell these men, oh, you're a deadbeat. Your father ain't shit. Your father ain't never did this. Your father ain't never did that. But you never sit down and you tell the kids about the mistakes that you made. You never sit down and tell the kids about all the messed up stuff that you did to this man to make this man do the things that he had to do as far as being a parent to his children. When are you women going to take responsibility for the shit that you do? It ain't always on the man, because there are women out there that cheat too. There are women out there that get caught cheating too. Then these kids are left in the middle, and these kids are used as stock. Okay? These kids are used as leverage to you women. And you women know you are the ones with the children. You have the leverage. So you try to use that leverage as much as you can to hurt the man. If he moves on and get into another relationship, you women sit up there and you tell these men, oh, you can't see your kids. You know what I'm saying? You not finna see them. You not finna bring these kids around the next beat. None of that. This, and that. When are you women going to put your feelings to the side? When are you women going to say, you know what, okay, it didn't work out between us. Let me mature myself and be a bigger adult and let this man take his kids. Or let this man come see his kids or be with his kids and establish a relationship with his kids. But a lot of you women are so petty, you don't want to do that. You don't want to because he hurt you. But what about you hurting him? What about the pain that you caused him from the childish things that you have done to him? Okay? You both laid down together. You both told each other you loved each other. You had kids together. Somewhere down the line it didn't work. And you guys separated and you guys are not together anymore. But then when there's kids involved, the kids are always caught in the middle of the crossfire. Constantly. Over and over and over and over and over again. And 9 times out of 10, dude, the father is always looked at as the bad guy. And since the mother is the nurturer of the children, she's always praised and looked at as the innocent one that never does nothing wrong. Never does nothing wrong at all. Innocent to a T. But the kids never get to see that side of their mom doing foul stuff to the father. Never. You know what I'm saying? Then it's just like you have a child and you try to be the best father that you can be. You work and you do everything that you possibly can, and you want to be in your children's lives. You know? And then you see so many of these women always threatening men with child support. You know? What's up with that shit? Why do you women do that shit? Why are you women so childish to where if things don't work out between you and the man and you and the man have conflict, you women always want to dangle child support in the conversation to a man to try to hurt a man any way you can because you're hurt. Because things ain't working out the way that you want them to work out. Things ain't going according to plan the way that you planned them. If a man doesn't want to be with you, he does not want to be with you. But if you guys have a child together, you guys can co-parent together without always trying to put the court system in the middle of you guys' bullshit. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Not for the sake of the man, not for the sake of you. It's for the sake of the child or the children that is involved in the equation. You know what I'm saying? Because I see women, they be out here, oh, you don't want to do what I want you to do? I'm taking you to court for child support. Oh, you too busy working and you ain't got time to spend time with your baby because you work too much. I'm taking you to court for child support. Oh, you in a relationship with another bitch and you don't want to do this and do that. I'm taking you to court for child support. You see this childish shit that you guys do? You know what I'm saying? But there's men out here that provide for their children. You know what I'm saying? There's men out here that want to do the best for their children. There's men out here that want to see their kids win. There's men out here that would love to be in their children's lives. There's men that love to talk to their kids. There's men that love to be in their kids' lives. But you women don't. You so stuck on stupid. You don't take heed to that, because a lot of you women, you work off too many emotions. And that's why they say women are emotional creatures, because a lot of you women are emotional creatures. There's very seldom few women that have kids and they don't cause conflict. Okay? See, because I've experienced conflict with my children's mothers. You know what I'm saying? And I have 3 baby mamas. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? My 14-year-old, his mama, we get along just fine. Never had an argument. Never had a disagreement. Nothing. Because she came to me like a woman. She said, I know we not together. And I'm having this child by you. She said, all I ask you to do is help me with him, and everything else is fine. When that woman calls me and asks me for something for my son, I get it. When I need to go out of town to go visit my son, I go out there and I go spend time with my son. I go pick my son up and do all the necessary things that I need to do for him. Because his mama's not working with feelings. She's working with me as a parent to help raise our son to be a man. Because she knows that I work. She knows that I'm trying to run a business. And she knows that I'm doing everything that I possibly can. So if my children, or if he needs something, I'm there at all times. You know what I'm saying? And I love her for that. I love her for that because she doesn't give me no grief. She doesn't give me no problems. We are very cordial. We get along just fine. If I'm in a relationship with a woman, she don't care about if I'm in a relationship. She don't care about what I'm doing, as long as I'm helping her take care of this boy of mine. If she in a relationship and if she's seeing another dude and that dude is staying in her house, that's none of my business. I don't care what she doing. Our whole purpose is we work together as parents to get our son grown. That's what we do, right? So now on the other hand, I have another child. Okay? Now, I don't usually tell my business, but this is something that a lot of people need to learn because it could be you. And I hope what I tell you about my personal life helps the next person. Okay? Now, there was a young lady that I was dealing with. Okay? We were never in a relationship. We never went out on no dates. We was just fuck buddies. Let's just keep it 100. Okay? I see her every once in a blue moon. She sees me every once in the blue moon. We hook up, we have sex. Okay? So, one particular night, she calls me over where she was staying at with her peoples. So I go over there late night. You know what I'm saying? We do our thing. You know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, I ain't gonna, get pregnant. I got the dimple shot. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we doing our thing. Oh, I'm all in it. You know what I'm saying? And she know how to make me feel good. So, I nutted up inside of her, keeping it 100. Right? So after that, it's just the same old scenario. I go my way, she go her way. We don't hear from each other until, if we decide to hook up, we do. If we don't, we don't. Right? So all of that year, which it was early in the year, so all of that year, I didn't hear from her. The next year came, all of the next year came, I didn't hear from her. So within a 2.5 year period, I hear from this woman. She texts me. You know what I'm saying? No, I take that back. She sent me a friend request on Facebook. So, I'm like, all right, cool. We've been friends on Facebook off and on before. So I accepted the friend request. You know what I'm saying? So I go on her page and I look and I see she got her daughters and she got a new child in the mix. So I see her, another guy, and the kids in the picture. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, damn, she had another child. That's cool. So I tap on one of the pictures. I said, oh, congratulations on you guys' child. Beautiful baby. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So then like a few months later goes by. She hits me up and she says, oh, we need to talk. So I said, okay, that's cool. Let's talk. What you want to talk about? So she tells me that it's a possibility that the youngest child that she has could be mine. So I'm like, shit. Okay, well, my life is completely different. I wasn't expecting to have another child and go through this and go through that and go through this. So by this time, I guess she's having conflict with the gentleman that she was having conflict with before. So this guy is upset because whatever they was going through was their business. Ain't none of my business. So I guess she was basically telling this gentleman that he couldn't be the father of his child. You know what I'm saying? So later on down the line, she asked me, could I take a over-the-counter DNA test? So I said, okay, cool. Let's take an over-the-counter DNA test, and see what's going on. Because, she was being cool about it. Like, yeah, I just want to find out. And I'm not trying to take your money, or I'm not trying to put you on child support. I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to do that. Da, 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 da. So I said, okay, cool. Let me just go ahead and take this over-the-counter DNA test so we can get this confusion out the way. So we wait for 3-4 weeks or whatever, and then it comes out the child is mine 99.99%, right? So then all of a sudden she wants me to be this father. Like, you need to see your son more, and you need to do this, and you need to hold on. First of all, you putting me into a new situation that I was not prepared for. You're putting me into a new situation about a child that I don't even know. The child doesn't even know me. You know what I'm saying? We don't know each other. I go around the baby crying and whining and all of that stuff because he don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a fast forward of almost 2 years into this child's life. So you want me to just plug in right away and try to be a father to a child that doesn't even know me or doesn't even know who I am? You know what I mean? So then it's like it's conflict. So there's conflict between me and this woman now because, you know, she wants us to be this type of family and she wants us to be together. But no, I can't do that. But first of all, I mean, how can I trust you when you told me you had the dimple shot and then 2 years later you tell me I have a child? So how is that supposed to make me feel? Where's my consideration? So, okay, if I had a condom on, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. But I trusted this woman. You know what I'm saying? So I trusted her because we were friends. You know what I mean? So I trusted this woman to have sex with this woman unprotected, which was my fault. Because maybe I should have had a condom on. And then maybe I wouldn't be in this situation that I'm in. But all in all, I love my child. I love him a lot. It's a good child. Brings joy to my life and everything. You know what I'm saying? But the only problem is I have problems with his mother. You know what I'm saying? Because she feels like she can control me. She feels like she can control my life and try to predict the things that she wants me to do because I won't do them. She feels that she can come to my house and try to run my household because we have a child together. No, this is my house. I pay the bills here. I run my shit. I run my program. Same way you run the program at your house is the same way that I run the program in my house. You know what I'm saying? So when things don't go right her way and things don't go the way that she wants them to go, she always wants to take my son away from me. And then she wants to be always telling me, oh, I'm going to make you pay child support. I'm going to make you pay child support. I'm going to make you pay child support. Because I won't bow down to her demands. Because I won't bow down to what she wants me to do. I am a man. I done been there, done this before. So I'm going to stand on my merit as a man. It doesn't make me stupid. It doesn't make me ignorant. It just lets me know, and I know as a man that I am not finna let nobody run over me just because they have a child by me. Okay? Now, if my son needs something, ask. If I need to spend time with my son, I have no problem spending time with my son. Okay? But when she feels like she wants to be involved and she feels like she wants to go wherever me and my son go and all that stuff, no. We are not a family. You know what I'm saying? I can't be cool with you because you don't want to be cool with me. You know what I mean? And then, like, if she's over here in my house and I say, okay, well, look, I'm about to have company. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta leave, but I'm just letting you know I'm having company. Oh, she gets mad. She gets bent out of shape. She gets to tripping. Then she goes, oh, you kicking us out your house for another bitch? This. Last time I checked, I didn't say I was kicking you out. I said you can stay here, but I'm having company. You know what I'm saying? Then it went from that to, oh, I'm making you pay child support because you throwing us out your house for another bitch and this and that. And I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unnecessary conflict that I had to go through with this woman to let her know, look, I don't have a problem with you. I don't dislike you. I don't hate you. I have nothing against you. But we have a child together. So when you go on these rants and these temper tantrums like a child, your other child and my child, they see this. So it taints these children's minds to think that, oh, the daddy is the bad guy. The daddy is doing the mama wrong. The daddy is mistreating the mama. When the daddy is not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? You intervened into my day. You had no idea what I had planned in my day. But since you think you have a child by me, you can just come to my house when you want and try to intervene and make things be the way that you want them to be because you think you have a child by me. That does not give you no right to come to my house and disrespect my household. Same way if I came to that woman's house and she had another guy at her house. I'm the type of man, good. I'm not finna say nothing. I'm not finna get jealous. I'm not finna work with no feelings or none of that. If I need to pick up my child and me and my child go on about our business, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because if the shoe was on the other foot and I'm sitting there and saying, oh, and she says, oh, I'm about to have company, I'm not gonna ask her who it is, none of that, because it's none of my business. So if a dude came over there and all that stuff, I would be more than happy to shake the gentleman's hand, look him in his eye, and tell that man, nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm taking my son with me and my son is going about my business, and then, you know, I would just be, if I'm at her house, I would just spend time with my son and play with my son. And when it's time for me to go, I'll just go on about my business. Or if I take my son with me, I'll bring my son back at a decent time. But if it's the weekend, I'll keep him with me and then bring him back if that was the situation. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be, oh, you got another man over here at your house. F this, F that. I'm gone. Yeah, my son ain't never got to worry about seeing me again. This and this and this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say to any man, and before I end this, I want to say this. You never know what kind of situation that you're going to put yourself in. You know what I'm saying? If you having sexual relationships with a woman that you're not in a relationship with, wear a condom. Wear a condom. It will save you a lot of heartache. It will save you a lot of stress, and it will save you a lot of mental anguish, and it will save you from a lot of conflict and pain that you would have to go through with a woman that you didn't plan on having a child with. See, if you have a condom on and you ain't got no kids together, you can go your way, she can go her way. See, so now for me, I have 15 more years to go to raise my son. And I'm hoping within those 15 years that me and his mother can see eye to eye without all the feelings and the emotions involved in the middle of the process. Okay? This is the things that we have to work on with women. These are the things that we go through with women. Unnecessary things that's very unnecessary, that a lot of men, we put ourselves in these certain dumbass situations because we want a piece of ass. But the consequences behind a piece of ass will cause you a lot of these difficult pains and frustrations and anger in your life, because we choose not to wear protection when we are having sexual encounters with these women that we have no business not wearing protection with, because we don't know what these women's conflict or motives are when we put ourselves in these certain type of situations. Okay? See, because for me, I was at the life where I didn't want no more kids. I had it in my mind, look, I'm finished to travel. I'm about to set up my business and try to get a retirement plan going, so when I die, I can leave everything that I've worked hard for my children. That is my goal, and it's still gonna be my goal. And I'm not gonna stop that goal because one of my children's mothers is upset with me because she can't have her way. And I know she's a big baby, but she's a good mother. But at the same time, I'm not going to let that woman run my life and tell me what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. You understand? And a lot of times we may not get along, and a lot of times we do get along. But at the same time, she has my child, and I'm not ever going to turn my back on my child. Now, the only way that I would be pissed off about the situation, if she got mad and we went to court and she decides she wanted to take me in child support because she's angry with me, because she's in her feelings, then the anguish of going through those court systems and dealing with those people and knowing for a fact that they are going to side with the woman and not give the man the benefit of the doubt, I wouldn't want to have shit else to do with her. You can call me deadbeat daddy, you can call me whatever the hell you want to call me. I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with her, my child, none of that, because look, I had sex with her without a condom. I made a mistake by doing what I did, but a child is here, and I would rather do what's best for my child than to go through an argument and conflict and have to be worrying about every time something that doesn't go her way. She's got my child hanging from a string, dangling them in my face. Like, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to go file child support on you. You do what I say. No, I'm not living my life like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I had to pay child support, then so be it. Then I'm just gonna go on with my life, because no matter what, if they take money from me, I'm gonna be all right. It's gonna hurt my pockets, but I'm gonna have a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find a common ground, men. And for women, you guys have to find a way to go along, to get along, for the sake of the children. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's never a financial burden to provide for my child. Like, if my son needs clothes, shoes, whatever he needs, if he's with his mother more than he's with me, all she has to do is call, and I'm gonna get what he needs. Or if I need to take him somewhere, take him shopping, I have no problem with taking my son shopping and doing stuff for him, because that's what fathers do. You know what I'm saying? We provide for our children when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? But when you have somebody trying to act like they control the narrative because they have a child by you, then no, I have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? You can't make decisions for me in my life because you have a child by me. I am grown. I done been through this. I've been married. I've been through the heartaches and the pains and the ups and the downs of going back and forth to court and custody of my children and all of that stuff. I don't got time for that shit no more. I'm at the age in my life where now do what the fuck you want to do because I don't give a fuck. I don't know how much time I got left to live in this world. So whatever conflict or ever unnecessary stuff you want to bring my way, you better do it because I'm not fucking falling for it, and I'm not bowing down to no one. I am my own man. I don't live by the judicial system. I don't live by what the courts want me to do. I am my own man. I run my own life. And I'll be damned if I let a woman control me because we have a child together. Either you work with me or you work against me, is how I feel about that situation. Women, you have to grow up. There's a lot of women out here just like this that's immature, doing dumb stuff every single day, trying to control a man, trying to make a man's life miserable. You cannot keep putting yourself through this. You cannot keep putting a man through this. You cannot keep putting these children through this. This is why so many of our young men are fucked up today. This is why so many of our young men are committing crimes. This is why so many of our young men are out here having so many babies out of wedlock like I did. Because we've all been taught wrong. We've all been misguided. We've all been mistreated. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to grow up in a single parent household. I know what it's like. I know the struggle. I've been there. That's why I've never been the type of man to ever want to turn his back on his children. Sure, with my youngest son, his mother wants me to spend a lot of time with my son. But when you're working 12 to 14 hours a day, and then you have to do work at home, and you're trying to run a business, it is hard to do that. My personal life is my business. When I want to spend time with my son, that is my business. It shouldn't be when this person wants you to do something because they're the mother and they want you to do what they say or else. No, we're not running that type of program over here. I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to share my story and hope my story helps somebody else. And like I said, this ain't no knock on none of the women that I had children by, because I got a lot of love and respect for them. No matter what I might go through, no matter all, if it's BS or non-BS, I still got respect for the mother of my children. But like I said, I will never, ever let nobody control my life, because this is my life, just like it's their lives. And the people that's listening to this video, this is your life. You have to live your life the way that you want to live your life. If you don't live your life the way you want to live your life, and there is somebody trying to control your life and they trying to dangle kids in front of you to control your life. You have to do what's best for you in your life. Okay? This is your host with the most, Bane Allen, and I am out. Peace.
Thank you and good night.